now we are not anymore delivered by Italy. We are delivered by Australia by plane. So the pitch when it's arrived, it's depending. Sometimes it's not ready. Sometimes we keep it half day outside, and after we start working.
I will translate. Для Беллини очень важны натуральные персики. Если персик не натуральный, это не Беллини, нельзя назвать Беллини. Сюда персики привозят из Австралии, они должны быть очень сочные и сладкие.
And it's very important that the peach should be white.
I mean, белый должны быть.
It's absolute, not the regular peach. That's that make the cocktail so rare and so difficult.
Поэтому коктейль сложный и не везде его подают, потому что персики должны быть именно белые.
That makes make the cocktail so rare.
Okay.
Robby, ti posso riservare per quell'alzatina in ceramica così parliamo e facciamo.
Готовим самый вкусный Bellini в Куршевель, в отеле Grandes Alpes.
So, what he done, as you probably know, Mr. Cipriani, he was the creator of the Bellini, he was the creator of the Bucintoro. I mean, it's a large family of cocktails. They are named sparkling cocktails. All of them, they are made with the Prosecco. It's 100% because it was the only sparkling wine available in Italy at that time. So, another thing that it's now I will start to show you. So, I mean, in terms of procedure, you gotta wash the peach.
Господин Чиприани придумал эти коктейли, они всегда на основе просекко.
So,
Okay.
So it's very important that because because the peach it's very delicate in terms of it becomes brown immediately. So
Персики становятся сразу коричневыми.
what you should do, so you squeeze a piece of lemon on the plate.
Нужно вот так вот налить сок лимона на тарелку.
Okay, time to create like a pellicola of fresh squeezed lemon. After you squeeze here in the bowl also a bit of lemon. You understand why? Because in that way, when you press the peach, the juice, it will be in contact with her just a couple of seconds. After it's going, the lemon don't permit to the peach to oxidate, so it don't become brown.
Для того, чтобы он не становился коричневым, нужен лимон.
So, what we do, we cut the peach,
Так, режем персик.
and we put it immediately with a fresh cut on the lemon. So this it's also very important because in that way the fresh cut is staying in contact with the earth just a couple of
Надо
seconds.
быстро, да?
Exactly. And after we can use a pencil or you squeeze a bit of fresh lemon on the top because the lemon will extract the natural color from the peel. That's the reason for why we put the lemon. So the lemon on top, now you let it 10 minutes, quarter of hour. And that way the lemon extract the color from the peel and we get that beautiful color that is the pink. At the same time we can, the disciplinary permit to use a raspberry, a fresh one. When we press the peaches, you can press it with the peaches. In that way, the peach, if the color is not correct, get the color from the raspberry. A cherish, a fresh cherish or a fresh raspberry.
Можно либо малину добавлять, либо черешню, для того, чтобы дать вот этот красивый цвет.
At the same time, it's very important to have this
Важно иметь вот такой вот
this big glass. This is named gallone.
галлоны.
Yeah, you put it in fresh. You can even order on internet.
Нужно добавить лед
It's very easy to find it.
для того, чтобы охладить.
So we keep it here in fresh. And now we start press the fish. So normally we gotta wait quarter of hour, 20 minutes, even half an hour. Enough, we press the peach. As we don't wait a lot, we add the raspberry and we start press the fish.
Вот так вот вручную мы выжимаем свежий персик. Добавляем туда малинку одну.
And that it will be the fresh
И вот сейчас это будет
juice of the fresh white peach.
такой фреш сок из персика, из
So
белого
that's
персика.
exactly the way that Mr. Cipriani prepared the Bellini.
Вот именно так мистер
In 1935.
Cipriani готовил Беллини в 1935 году. Господин Cipriani вот именно так готовил Беллини. То есть вот,
So do you see?
вот его рецепт. Как интересно.
Yeah, so that in that way we
Мы
obtain the.
сейчас смотрим очень интересный секретный рецепт.
Yeah, I've been involved personally with the person, the bartender. And when I had 27 years old, he was my bar manager in charge. The name is Enzo Cali. He passed away now, partially. But he worked. So I had 26, 27, and he had 68. And he worked previously in the Harris bar, Venice.
In Venice.
So-
We have been in Venice in Harris Bar.
Yeah, so I learned these techniques directly from him. So
So it's really
yeah, that's the way that the Bellini should be made.
So you are here for winter and for summer?
For summer, I'm in Sardinia. There are 22 years
Yes, in
spent in
which hotel?
Sardinia. I'm not anymore in the hotel, so I've been recruited by clients of the bar. So now I manage the properties on behalf of the client. But I had the management of the Portico bar, and there in several years, I personally made more or less 1 million Bellini.
1 миллион Беллини.
We made between 700 to 600, 700, 800 per day.
От 60 до 100 Беллини в день создавали.
So now we have the juice.
Yes.
It's a bit too pink, so we gotta balance correctly the color also. So now the resume, we threw it away. We pitch another. We press another pitch in terms to obtain a perfect color. It's a bit too pink.
It's too pink,
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah, because we got after this experience, you got to
But
balance it very
I
well.
think it's nice.
Yeah, it's nice, but should be not so not charge of color.
Okay.
So a bit light. That's a nice pink. After it's just experience, to manage the color, the taste, and everything. But this is the procedure more or less. To don't keep you busy, I will proceeding. So now we have the fresh puree of the juice. Okay, so that's the fresh puree of the juice. What we are doing now is very simple. We use this one, Megalote. We threw the water in excess because, okay, it's very important. What I'm doing now.
Сейчас очень важно, что он сейчас делает. Он слил лишнюю воду.
We work with Prosecco, so we pay attention of the original formula. After in our plans, they ask to mix the cocktails with champagne
Some
or.
special prosecco or
It's a very good quality of Prosecco called Risalici, a brut one. So Prosecco is perfect. So if you have a nice quality of Prosecco, it's better. I mean, not the cheapest one, but a nice quality of Prosecco.
what do you think about Bella Vista prosecco?
Bella Vista is not anymore Prosecco, it's Franciacorta. So that means it's going to be more or less like the French champagne. Could be called the Italian champagne, because the same way they make the Franciacorta is the same way that they make the champagne in France. I mean, everything is happening in the bottle. The Prosecco, it's a metodo Charmat, so the fermentation is not in the bottle. Bella Vista, it's happening everything in the bottle. So we add first of all a bit of Prosecco, because if we add first the puree, you have an explosion.
Okay.
And after you add the puree, And now we complete with the prosecco. You see? It's coming up.
Nice.
If I don't put the prosecco first and you put the pura first, you can't keep it inside. I mean, it's an explosion.
How many portions here?
So here we go. We press 2 peaches. We had more or less 3 bellinis. We gotta go 1 peach, 3 quarters of peach for a bellini. We'll make 2 bellini for you, for the gentleman, and for the young gentleman.
For the young gentleman.
Just to make a cheers. Okay. So, as you can imagine, we pay attention of all the details. So all the glasses are sealed.
Бокалы в холодильнике. А, это даже это морозильная камера. Минус.
Yeah, it's a chilled glass because in the bar it's very warm.
Yes.
So we gotta serve the bellini quite chilled. The temperature of the service is very important. And after, we do just this simple thing. So we add the bellini in the glass. We have just one more thing to do, to top it with a bit of prosecco at the end. And we make just a cheers for the young gentleman. I mean, just a tiny portion.
Okay. And for you.
In that way he can make a cheers. Here we are. And now we top with the prosecco.
Ah, and then you have this.
Exactly. You gotta have the foam on top.
Yes, yes. Красота. So nice. Really
Here we
beautiful.
are. So here we have the young gentleman.
Для тебя, Саша, маленького. Grazie.
That's for you. And that's for you, sir. Cheers.
Grazie.
So that's the original formula of the Bellini, and we are glad to share with you this experience unique. We are the only ones who make the Bellini in the way they should be made. It's an opportunity, and we like to share this opportunity with our clients. I grew up in the hotel industry knowing that the Bellini is not available during the winter. We broke this chain, so the Bellini now is available just in the Grandes Alpes hotel for our clients.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.